Good morning, Pisces. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your full moon reading and the energy that's going to be encompassing the next 2 weeks after this full moon. And I also just want to say very quickly that these readings are tarot included, but they also include the fairies, the animal spirits, and intuitive messages that I receive as I do the readings. So, just to go through that usual spiel. Also, if you guys like these videos, if you guys resonate with them, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down at the bottom, and that will let you be notified of various different videos that I come out with. Oh wow, I can't speak. Um, and this will help to uh, show you what the energy is for the full moon, but also for the next 2 weeks after that. So before I start jumbling up my words and start forgetting, what I'm gonna say, let's see what popped out for you guys. Okay, so I don't. I mean, my usual spiel is that I don't read cards in the reverse. However, cards are starting to fall out in the reverse or starting to appear in the reverse. So, I'm going to have to make do with what it is. The whale, and I do feel like this energy wants to be grouped together like this. There's a certain call that you're not receiving or listening to, and I do feel like maybe it's this like reptilian energy that you guys are encompassing. That it's a compulsive type of energy, is what I feel, and it's just like not really thinking per se. And I do feel like there is a certain call. Maybe it's a call from the universe that you're not listening to, or maybe it's your own call. Like you're not getting your voice out. You're not speaking your emotions. You're being trapped within this lizard type compulsive energy. You know, the reptilian portion of the mind that just does things unconsciously. And wow, look at this light just keeps turning on. Uh, but let's see what you're working with here. This definitely has a feel of you and somebody else, or you and other people. I do feel like to whatever degree you could be in the dark. Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house, which is known as self imprisonment. So, in a sense, I kind of feel like you guys need to have the courage to speak up. And this will allow you to move forward with passion, but also the ability to take action. And I do feel like maybe to whatever degree, mm, you've got a hyena around you. This is the quarter moon. I do believe that with the appearance of the hyena, that there has been somebody around you, possibly fire-like, um, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. That maybe came in just recently, or maybe they came in at a past lunar cycle. This could be a first quarter, or this could be last quarter. So either they've shown up already and you haven't seen them yet, or they've shown up already and you have, or they will show up here in the near future, getting closer towards Halloween. But let's see what kind of energy you guys have at play. Oh, the starfish. So whatever this energy is, it's creative. Um, it's flashy. It's brilliant, right? But I do feel like there are some hidden talents that you guys are not expressing, and maybe it's this need to speak up or this need to make your voice heard. So this card was actually at the bottom before I started shuffling the cards, but let's see what the whale in the upside down has for us. Okay, so whale energy is a desire to delve deeper, the profound peace and ancient wisdom. Uh, Bringing this into balance is regular self care. And like I said, you guys haven't been taking care of yourselves. Taking care of yourselves is not just, eating right. It's not just doing yoga and stuff like that, but it's making your voice heard. It's expressing yourself from from deep within, that call that we all feel to express ourselves in whatever manner, whatever shape or form that takes. It has something to do with courage. It's what I feel, and you guys haven't been feeling that courage, but hopefully with this reading, you guys will have the courage to do whatever you need to do. This energy, and when it's in balance, it's calm, it's steady, and it's deeply passionate. But it tends to slip into an old story. And who better to slip into an old story than the ruler of the 12th house, and that's Pisces. Now, I want to take a look at this hyena energy because it's just calling out to me. And okay. So with the hyena, I feel like there's a necessary need for positive friends in a sense. This is what's gonna help your hyena person or your hyena um, group to work together with you. To whatever degree, the hyena it's always laughing, right? So in a sense, I feel like this kind of energy is kind of witty. It may be sarcastic, and this is what's got your courage down. Maybe you haven't been able to make a response to it, and maybe you've been getting mad at it. But I do feel that there's a closed mindedness coming from you. You see the patterns, but you're not paying attention to the signs, right? And so, as we go with that whale energy, right? The whale, it's talking about profound peace and ancient wisdom. And whale personalities are not afraid to express their emotional side, but with it in the reverse, like I was saying, there's a necessary need to express the self. And with this hyena, this person, they may be the type of people who drink. They might be the type of people who slip into some kind of addiction. And I feel like this is the dynamic that's working between you and this other person. Is that there's talents at play within both of you, right? There's the ability to make those to make that energy shine, but you're not making your voice heard. And if you don't make your voice heard, how can you shine? How can you show people these hidden talents, these abilities that you guys have? And look at that. You can. I don't normally do. I don't normally do this, but you guys have a golden egg opportunity that's going to be presenting itself to you. You guys are not the only ones that got the golden egg. I do believe that uh, Scorpio also got the golden egg, and I just did their reading right before you guys. So with this, I do feel like there's a necessary need for a more positive group of friends for whoever it is that you guys are dealing with. Now, do keep in mind that these characters can be switched. It could be you that's stuck in some kind of how would I say is stuck in some kind of addiction and is in need of positive friends. And whoever it is that you guys are with, maybe to whatever sense they act impulsively, they act hastily. They see everything that you do, but they're not making their voice heard. They're not expressing their feelings. This could be causing some tension within this relationship, whatever kind of relationship this is. I don't feel like this is a an intimate relationship. I do feel like this is more with friends. But let's see what the cards say. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. 9 minutes for 4 cards, or 5 cards, I should say. That's awesome. And as you guys can tell, I'm doing my readings more from the intuitive sense. I take a look at the book, but I just break it down into several words. One of the things that I've learned in life is that if you want to increase your ability to manifest, one, reduce your words by 50%, two, reduce your movement by 50%, and three, create a mantra. Whatever it is that you want, create a mantra and allow that mantra to be sent out to the universe and allow that mantra to create your reality. Because when you create a mantra, you focus. And when you focus, you don't need anything like drugs. You don't need anything like alcohol in order to keep you going. You can remain sober and you can see the beauty in life. And you can see a very, very deep, profound sense of beauty. All right, so let's see what the fairies have to tell us. Oh, Mickle Muckle. So, regardless of whatever it is that's happening right now, there is a blessing in disguise for you guys. You guys may not see it right now, or your person, or whoever the people, the group of people that you might be dealing with. I do feel like maybe they don't see this right now. Um, they might think of this as a bad situation. They might think of this as a negative situation, but there is no good and there is no bad. There's joyous people, and then there's miserable people. The joyous people make the atmosphere great, right? The miserable people make the atmosphere bad or worse, in a sense. And I do feel that whatever this dynamic is that's going on, there is a blessing in disguise. So that much is certain. The singer of transfiguration, yes, this it's a blessing in disguise, but it's necessary because there's a transformation going on. There's an opening of consciousness. And I told Scorpio this in their reading, but usually through some kind of suffering, some kind of inability to express ourselves, we get to the point where we've had enough. Boom, that fire burns up, and then we go through a transformation of sorts. Of course, we don't see until afterwards that it was really a blessing in disguise, and you wouldn't be where you're at today if those things weren't to take place. So, regardless of whether situations are good or bad in your perspective, it's necessary to be thankful for every experience that you have on this planet. Once you do that, you will be happy. And there, of course, are levels to happiness. Oh, Gihobia. Let's see. This one's not one that comes out very often, so I'm going to go ahead and read just real quick what this card is. Okay, imaginary fears, unrealized hazards, realistic caution. So, yes, it's necessary to look at the truth behind these situations that are going on. I do feel like maybe there is some type of fear of expression, and it's unnecessary, guys. What is the worst that can happen when you express yourself, right? In a sense, okay. Let's consider the fact that somebody says somebody holds a gun to your head and says, "Don't express yourself," right? We all tend to have a fear of death. But when you remove that fear, realizing that we have multiple lives, this life becomes just one of many different lives, and we tend to be more open to the idea of letting this life go if that is the path that things are taking. And once you actually get to that point where you don't feel where you don't fear death, where you don't fear change, where you don't fear transformation, this is when you start to realize that really there are blessings in disguise. But it's that necessary need to release these fears, release whatever fears you have that this other person or this other group will say, uh, based on whatever it is that you express, whether it's emotions, whether it's passion. Because in the end, when you let other people control you, you remain unhappy. You allow them to make you unhappy, and that's really more of an expectation, uh, or expecting that somebody else will make you happy, as opposed to you finding your own bliss. Because you guys are on a journey. This whatever it is that's happening here, it's a journey of profound transformation. It's a journey that's going to show you these blessings in disguise. And of course, once you learn this and your eyes are open, not just your eyes, but your eye is open, it's going to be very, very hard to fall back into a state of fear. I do feel like maybe you guys have to have faith in this. You guys may not see the blessing right now. You guys may see it as a bad situation, but there is forward movement, guys, and there is forward movement with passion once you release these fears. The Singer of Initiation. So you guys have been initiated on this journey. You guys have been put on this path because it's necessary for you guys to express yourselves now. And with the Singer of the Chalice at the bottom, I'm definitely going to have to look at this one because this one is one that I've never drawn or ever seen come out in the deck. So consider yourself special, Pisces. All right, so with the Singer of the Chalice, it's trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. Yes. So this is definitely one of those situations where you're just supposed to trust that Source is going to take you on the path that you need to go. This card right here, the character has his eyes closed, and he's stepping off, this cliff, this edge. It's similar to the Fool card in the tarot, and through this profound change and transformation that you guys are undergoing, the energy of the Singer of the Chalice is it should be a good one. It should be unconditional trust. It should be unconditional love that you guys are encompassing. And through this, you guys will reach a profound transformation, and this transformation is going to carry you into good things. But this transformation is going to allow you guys to express yourselves in the way that you need to express yourselves without fear of what others will say. And once you do that, you'll be on a very, very good journey. You guys will be on a happy journey. And this journey is going to initiate various different changes that are going on. I do believe you guys are having your Kundalini opened. So if you guys feel headaches, if you guys feel like you guys can feel the future, or you guys can feel what's going to happen, this is the transformation that's going on within you. This is the initiation from Source to help you release your fears, because usually fears come from unexpected uh, circumstances, not knowing the future, dealing with uncertainty. And once you get rid of that uncertainty, you have the ability to move forward with passion, with with this alluring beauty to you that it's just going to draw in opportunities left and right. Yeah, see, this blessing in disguise is here because you guys have been holding on to something, whatever it is. You guys need to let it go. I mean, uh, if you, I mean, you guys have been holding on specifically. I want to say to your voice, to your ability to express yourself. I do feel that some of you guys have the throat chakra blocked, and it could be that Pisces, you guys have some type of talent in speaking, maybe writing, poems, singing, anything that has to do with the creative arts. I do feel that maybe it's necessary for you guys to express them now. And I just got goosebumps right now. So yeah, definitely some of you guys, this message is going to be very specific for some of you Pisces. But regardless of whatever it is that you guys engage in terms of creative arts, maybe it's time to express it now. I do feel like to whatever degree you guys have only been seeing the small details and not really seeing the larger picture of things. So yeah, see, this transformation is coming about because you guys haven't really had the create more mindset, or the go after what you want mindset. You guys have been stuck in this fear mode, and you guys have not been able to chop that from your lives, and that's what's keeping you guys stuck. So the universe has stepped in, created a blessing in disguise, so that you guys can let go, so that you guys can move forward without fear. I do feel like you guys have felt like you needed to stand your ground, and indeed, maybe it is in a sense one of those periods where you have to stand your ground. But this is more about taking the higher position. Taking a higher mind, taking a higher perspective to release these fears. You guys are on a journey. You guys are on a transformation. It's not necessary to carry the bullshit bag that you guys came from the past. And this bullshit bag carries a lot. Carries our past experiences. Carries our past imprints, right? And these past imprints, they keep us from doing various different things in our lives in the future. Yeah, see, you guys are on this journey because for whatever reason, you guys have not been feeling fulfilled, um, in whatever it is that you guys have been doing so far. And it's insanity to think that what you guys have been doing so far is going to bring some type of new thing. It's insane to think that way. In order for new things to come up, you have to try new things. You have to be willing to try that which is extraordinary in order to be considered extraordinary or in order to be viewed as extraordinary. You can't be extraordinary just trying the same old things, right? So, yeah. So you guys got the Fool, and I kind of had the idea that you guys would. I mentioned it when I drew the Journeyman card, but with the Fool, it's starting off a new journey. You guys are in a sense learning to trust the universe. You guys are learning to trust your intuition most of all, because with the Moon card, it's about trusting your feelings, trusting your emotions, trusting uh, that this dark road that you guys are on. Because look at, you guys have three cards that tell me that you guys are on a journey. Well, four cards if I think about it now. But you guys got the Finger of Initiation, which is telling you you are about to enter into a new journey. This is telling you you're about to enter a new journey. And if you look at the Moon card, the Moon card has a road right there, and that crayfish crawling out of it is a creature that's you specifically climbing out of the consciousness state and crawling and taking what's in consciousness and creating your reality from it. You've been initiated on this path. You've been initiated on this change, and it's going to be necessary for you guys to express your talents, for you to express your voice, and to express who you are in order to change this situation around. Thank you, Pisces, for being here. I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. If you did, please, like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell down at the bottom so that you guys can be notified of these readings that come out and any future readings that come out and any special things that I might throw out there as a result of just, trusting the energy and the messages from source. So with that, I hope you guys have a good morning. I hope that you guys feel enlightened. I hope that you guys are ready for this transformation because you guys are beginning a whole new journey, and it's not necessary to carry the fears from the past into it. So, with that, I will go ahead and leave you guys. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.